Chicken, 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 chicken.
Is that just the... Ah! Hey guys, it's Katie and I'm here with my husband Chris.
Hey.
And we are back in the kitchen. We haven't been here for a little bit.
Yeah, it's been a while.
But we are excited that we're all back here together and it's getting kind of cold, it's getting kind of cozy, and I wanted to roast a chicken.
Ooh, that sounds delicious. Yeah. I love chicken.
But I thought, wouldn't it be cool to ask all of my friends about their favorite cooking tips? And I've assembled several of those tips to make what I hope to be the best roast chicken recipe ever.
That sounds really good. You've assembled your dream team, it sounds like.
It's kind of like the Avengers of the cooking. The thing you get to do is come in at the end, as always. We're gonna taste it together and we're gonna see if it truly is an amazing recipe.
That sounds great.
Let's make chicken magic in 3, 2, 1. Okay, hide. So to get started, I have about a 5-pound whole chicken here. So the first thing we're gonna do before we do anything is pat this guy dry with a paper towel. You wanna make sure you get all that moisture off. And moisture is the enemy of crispiness. Also make sure that you get inside the cavity and try that out as well. Okay, so now that we've patted him dry, this first tip comes from my friend Mimo.
Hey Katie, here's my one tip for you. I like to soak my chicken the night before, which is called a dry brine. This helps give your chicken more flavor and a crispy skin.
I've never done a dry brine before because usually when I'm roasting a chicken, it like happens in the moment and I'm like, I want to do it tonight. I'm gonna do what Mimo says. I'm gonna season this guy all over with salt. I usually like salt and pepper. Mimo's a purist and she says just salt, but I'm excited to see if it actually helps like really add more flavor to the chicken and make it much more crispy. It's also really important that you put some seasoning inside the cavity that are around. So we're gonna transfer this to a baking sheet because that salt's really gonna draw out the moisture and we want that to go somewhere. And we're gonna put this in the fridge uncovered overnight. So make sure nothing in your fridge is touching it. You don't want any salmonella. I'll see you guys in the morning. Hello, it's day 2. I hope everyone slept well. Our chicken, he's definitely got some moisture that's come into this pan. He's looking a little funky. I think that's everything that's supposed to be happening. So I'm gonna put him off to the side. This next tip comes from my friend Kelly and I have never heard of it before.
Hey Katie, here's my tip for amazing roasted chicken. I actually like to use mayonnaise instead of butter and I rub that all over the top of the skin and under it. It's gonna give it great flavor, a beautiful even golden brown color, and you won't have to keep basting it because mayonnaise is thicker than butter. So you're just gonna stay put and you don't have to do any extra work. So good luck and let me know what you think.
I have never used mayo on a roast chicken, but I am always down to try something new. I've got about 6 ounces of mayo here. I am gonna add in some orange zest. I love the smell of fresh zest, anything citrus. Make sure you don't zest down to this white part because that's called the pith and it's super bitter. I think that that's quite enough of zest. Next thing we're gonna add is some fresh thyme. And I actually learned a hack just today that I'm very excited to show you guys about. With thyme and even rosemary, you know, it can be really tedious to have to pluck off each little individual piece. So to save you time, I did not do that on purpose. I'm gonna take the thyme and place it between one of the holes and just gently pull it through. And look at it, it's peeling it off. It's so easy to do and so quick. So we'll add our thyme to our mixture there, a little garlic powder, and then freshly cracked pepper. I am obsessed with pepper. I think I said it earlier, I'm gonna say it again. I am a pepper princess. And then we'll just mix this together. Oh, that is looking so gorgeous. So this next part I'm gonna prepare actually comes from a tip from my aunt and my mom.
Hi Katie, this is your Aunt Pat and your mom, and we're here to give you some advice on how to roast a chicken. I like to roast my chicken with a quartered orange inside.
Well, I like to leave my orange whole and poke holes in it.
I like big sprigs of tarragon in mine.
Well, I like rosemary.
Well, good luck.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, I have to tell you that they filmed that video like 4 different times. So if you want to give them a shout out in the comments, they were so excited to talk to all you out there. So I'm gonna use a little bit of both my aunt and my mom. I'm gonna do an orange and I'm gonna do what my Aunt Pat said to quarter it. Sorry, Mom, I'm not gonna just poke holes. This is a pretty big orange too. I don't know if it would fit in the cavity of our chicken. So we'll cut this in quarters. Oh, this is a nice, juicy orange. I wanna eat one right now. Oh my God. Our oranges are ready. They didn't say put an onion in. I feel like they meant to. I feel like my mom usually does. I'm gonna put an onion inside. It'll infuse it with a ton of flavor. So now it's chicken time. We're gonna pat this guy dry one more time. Now I'm gonna take my hand and lift the skin and then kind of get my fingers between the skin and the meat and loosen that up, because we are gonna wanna get our mayo in there. Now we're gonna just take our mayo and rub it all over like it's at the spa. It's a spa treatment. Take a clump in your hand, stick it under, and massage that in under the skin. The other thing is you can just put some in and then you can push it up. We'll see if this mayo really works. I'm not saying I'm skeptical, Kelly, but I'm saying that I'm skeptical. Our bird dressed up, ready to go to the ball. I usually put lemon in my bird, but my mom and aunt swear by orange. I do like that it's nice and sweet flavors and it smells so fragrant. And then I'm also gonna put one of my onions up here, one of my onion quarters. And then I am gonna go with my mom on the second one and put rosemary instead of tarragon. When I was at the store, the tarragon was not looking great. Rosemary was, so my mom wins. To prevent these wings from burning, we're gonna tuck them under the bird. So we're gonna tie up the back legs. This is just gonna keep the moisture in. You don't have to do this. Chicken's off to the side, and I have got 2 tips from my friend Karlee. So the first tip is,
hey Katie, number 1, don't be afraid of high heat. Something like 425, sometimes even 450 will get you the crispiest skin with the most delicious, juicy meat possible.
so I usually roast my chicken at 400 degrees. We'll see if 425 actually makes it more crispy. And then this next tip, I'm actually very excited about.
And number 2, don't let that rendered chicken fat go to waste. Use it to make the best croutons you've ever had. Roast your bird on top of some torn or cut up bread and let all of that chicken fat seep in and just infuse them with flavor. They are going to be amazing.
So I am so excited about this because I love sourdough, I love salads. I usually roast my chicken on some potatoes and carrots and onions, but this is gonna be really fun to try something new. I'm just gonna slice this guy up into quarters. And my mom got me these amazing bread knives. I don't know where they're from. She's a magical person, but they're really great. These guys are looking great. They're about 1-inch cubes. Our croutons are cut, so I'm gonna add just a little bit of olive oil, and then we'll add some salt. And I like pepper. I'm gonna add some pepper. Lastly, Italian oregano. These are smelling so good. So I'm just gonna add the croutons to a big casserole dish. So this last tip is from me. I like to cut the tops of whole heads of garlic off and then put them in whatever I'm roasting the chicken in. It's gonna infuse the breadcrumbs. It's just gonna make your house smell amazing, and then you're gonna be able to toss these breadcrumbs with the garlic later. I'm doing 2 whole heads because I'm not a vampire and I love it. I love it. Now we are so close to the magic happening. All we need to do is set our chicken on his little bed of bread. I'm gonna put this guy in the oven for about an hour or until the internal temperature reaches 165. Let's go do this. Okay, it's time. And I've gotta say, the kitchen is smelling amazing. The skin looks really crispy. It smells delicious. And all these croutons look lovely. I can't wait to try them. We've got our Caesar salad. Look at that nice little, easy to throw together Caesar salad. So what I'm gonna do is take the chicken off, take out that roasted garlic, mix everything together, kind of just get it all fused and delicious. And then I'm gonna throw them in just a little Caesar salad that I made. So I'm cutting a slice, and this is super juicy inside. I'm impressed. The skin is not as crispy as a beer can chicken I've made before, but it does look really yummy. You know what time it is? Chris, we're here. It's time to eat some chicken. Did you think it was gonna take 2 days?
First of all, this chicken looks gorgeous. It's golden brown. It looks really
The color
crispy.
is very nice.
It looks like a picture from a magazine of food.
Magazine chicken.
90s magazine chicken.
Okay, I'm just gonna take that slice because it looks good.
That looks good.
Cheers.
Cheers. That tastes really, really good. You taste multiple things like one at a time.
It has a ton of flavors. I love the orange. I
Orange
haven't done
tastes great.
the orange is
That's what
delicious.
that is.
But I'm getting so much flavor. I mean, like, it's very seasoned. Sometimes I under season like the chicken, and Chris is like, Katie, this doesn't have enough salt. And I'm like, I'm trying to be healthy.
I'm gonna give myself a heart attack.
Because we've dry brined it, you can really taste that salt. We cooked the bird on bread. So these are the croutons that were cooked under the bread.
So these are chicken infused croutons.
Yes. That is a good
That tastes
crouton.
really good. This is a good meal.
I love the crouton hack because also now I have some left over that I can use on a different salad for tomorrow night.
I would say it's definitely up there for me.
Oh, wow.
It tastes fancy restaurant quality
Well,
chicken to me.
Listen, everyone likes your songs. You haven't sang a song in a long time.
A song?
Do you have a song about roast chicken?
Chicken brings you the best friends you will ever have. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Go and get some chicken and then you'll have lots of friends.
Make sure you leave in the comments what you do to your chickens because I want to know. Okay. Bye.
Bye, I didn't help.
You helped taste it.
Oh, lovely.
Can you take it?
Yes, thank you.
Ah!
Oh, yes.